I'm sorry, Disco Stone made that fan art, and I absolutely had to put it to music. Alright, so what do we have on the docket for today?
Hey guys, Matt Powell here.
Why you? Okay, step 1, fan art. Step 2, Matt Powell migraine. First, we have one from Gaelic Knox, which is Raziel blepping me, which sounds about right. Then this one from Clory17, and if you look very closely, that's actually Fem Suris there. And then finally, the wonderful artwork from Disco Stone that I used for the opening animation of this video. Thank you guys for your fan art as always, and hopefully you guys aren't being bothered too much from me using some of the fan arts for animations. But with that out of the way, maybe we need to give a little bit of context. So a while back, Raging Atheist and Matt Powell had a debate. In that debate, unfortunately, Matt Powell did a little better than Raging Atheist did. Me, Shannon Q, Ocean Keltoy, and a few others went onto the Raging Atheist channel later and had a live stream with him where we talked about how we felt the debate went. We offered pointers where we could, and then after that entire stream was finished, Matt Powell took that stream and edited it down in such a way that it seemed like he had made Raging Atheist break down and cry. He also edited Ocean to sound like he was giving constant praise to Matt, and edited Shannon in such a way that made her seem like she was raving over nothing. This is basically the same thing that Saiten Brigankate did to Matt Dillahunty's debate with him whenever he had it on his channel. If you look at the comment section of that video, the entire thing is literally people saying watch the full debate, because a lot of important context is either left out or edited in an incredibly disingenuous way. This is much the same thing that Matt Powell did. However, when Matt Powell did his, he didn't do anything except adding maybe a few cartoony sound effects. He didn't add his own commentary or anything. He just apparently wanted to have a 10-minute jerk-off fest that his fans could fap to. The Raging Atheist took that and ended up filing a copyright claim against him, because he really was just using his footage without anything else. That's not really something covered under fair use. Critique and parody are covered under fair use. Anywho, let's see what Matt's response to that video being copyrighted was.
I wanted to do this quick video just providing everybody with an update about the controversy between me and the Raging Atheist. So recently, him and the atheist community decided to put a strike on my channel.
First correction we need to make here, Nakasuchi, the Raging Atheist, put that strike on your channel. The atheist community at large did not. This is between you and him. Some of us may generally agree with his decision to do the copyright claim, but this is not some concerted effort to get your channel taken down. So we can go ahead and dispense with that stupid narrative before you get any further with it.
And decided to flag one of the videos that I had exposing them for who they are.
Second correction, you didn't expose anything. That video was live and to the public for everybody to see in its unedited form. Your edited version makes everyone look different than they actually are, including myself. You can even tell portions where you edited people's speech together because you can see in the bottom right-hand corner where the Google Hangout tiles for the individual users change. It's a sloppy edit, and anyone with at least 3 brain cells can tell you did it.
And exposing some of their lies. And the video was titled Raging Atheist's Therapy Session. And he was basically having a therapy session explaining how he got really beat, and they're all trying to give him advice on how to debate better. And they all decided during that video that it's not beneficial to debate me.
Oh, okay, so maybe we need to go ahead and clear something up here, Mr. Matty Poo Buttcheeks. If there was a consensus that it's not worth it to debate you, it's because you are worthless to debate against. You don't bring anything new to the table. You don't say anything that hasn't been said by Anderson and Hovind 1,000 times over, and thus you're nothing but a mimic of them. It's also because, somewhat paradoxically, the only way to refute you seems to be by also giving you a platform that bolsters your own success. This puts a lot of people in a bit of a catch-22. Do they let you just speak your nonsense to your audience and have a whole bunch of gullible people agree, or do they openly try to refute you, in which case they actually get your face plastered on multiple channels, thus increasing your exposure? It's not that it's worthless to debate you because people will lose, it's worthless to debate you because you're unoriginal, and in many cases the cons seem to outweigh the pros.
They're done doing debates with me. They figured that, I talk too smooth, according to their words, not mine.
Yeah, and using this their words, not mine is the exact same thing as the stupid hostile witness principle that CMI tries to use when they talk about the quotes that they are definitely not mining. When someone uses the term smooth talker for you, it's not a compliment. It's saying that you're the equivalent of a used car salesman.
And that it's just not worth debating me because it might increase the reach that I have on YouTube and the purview that I have. Well, number one, I'd just like to state that making the move of taking down somebody else's content, and censoring it, censoring the truth.
You mean censoring the edited lie that you decided to fabricate using someone else's content that is in fact on the internet, so nothing has been censored. Because you did nothing to the video besides change the order in which things happened, that video is up on the internet in its full unedited form. Literally nothing has been censored.
Is a really, really dishonest move, and that's what we can expect. The Bible says, "Who is a liar, but he that denieth that Jesus is the Christ." And so these people are some of the biggest liars in the world. They're some of the most dishonest people in the world.
Take a shot every time he projects.
And the only way that they can keep people in their little cult,
that's another drink,
is by exercising information control.
And another one.
And not letting anybody see the other side.
And that one's not projection, that one's just a lie.
And so they obviously were able to get this video taken down, but one of the things that they don't realize is, number one, it shows that they're dishonest.
And there's another drink, given that that video's existence shows that you're dishonest.
Number two, that strike is going to be on my channel just for a few months and it'll be taken down because YouTube strikes expire. And then number three, it shows that these people are just so dishonest.
That's just number one again, but it's worth a shot. I sincerely hope none of you are using any high-proof alcohol.
And they obviously weren't smart enough to know that there's other platforms where you can upload these videos.
And there's another lie, because absolutely nobody thought that. Seriously, my videos go on multiple platforms too. Quite literally, nobody thinks that you can't upload to multiple platforms. They're just focusing on the most ubiquitous one, like smart people would.
So the same video that they wanted to get taken down and that they took down off of YouTube is in the description below, and you can watch and see what they're trying so desperately to hide. And you can see why they failed. They failed against the movie Science Falsely So Called.
How? Please explain how. You literally said such dumb things in there, like evolution caused the Columbine shooting.
They failed in the debates.
No, Raging Atheist failed in a debate, and he's going to get better, and he's going to improve, because he's the type of person who can do that when he puts his mind to it. But this is coming from the same person who's willing to say to a podium that gay people should be executed, but when Bionic Dance tried to tell you to tell her to her face that, you couldn't because you're a damn coward.
And so now they have to throw ad hominem attacks.
Oh look, another shot. Most of us are dead now. You don't even know what an ad hominem is, Matt.
And just say that Matt Powell doesn't know what he's talking about, and then censor all of the material that I have exposing them.
And by all the material, you mean one video?
So they don't want people to see the other side, folks, and I'd just like to make it real clear that as Christians, we should stand up to these people and not back down to them. Look, and even some Christians came to me after the debate that I had with Raging Atheist and said, Matt, you beat him so bad and he's so down on himself. You need to have sympathy for him.
Man, I severely doubt that actually happened. If it did, trust me, the last people he wants sympathy from are your people.
Look, folks, I'm not going to have sympathy for somebody that advocates for the mass murdering of children. And
this coming from the person that thinks that rebelling children should be killed by their parents and has said so in a public sermon. Skylar Fiction helped expose that one. You know what that means, right? Take another drink.
Mothers' wombs across this country.
Oh, your point was about abortion. The drink still holds.
I don't advocate and I don't support people. I don't want to make people that advocate for murder feel good about themselves.
And another drink, because you advocate for murder of LGBTQ people. Seriously, my Moto Z2 is jealous of your projection capabilities.
Yeah, I hope Raging Atheist feels like an emotional bum, because that's exactly what he is. He's a bum, he's a filthy pervert, and
wait, how?
Anybody that advocates for abortion is a pervert and is a disgusting person.
Oh? Well, fine then. How about this? How about you and I debate that? Though before you debate me, maybe you should actually take up Aaron's offer. Except I know that you'll back out of that one in the same way that Steven Anderson left me on red.
And you know what? If you're for abortion and you're listening to this right now, why don't you just unsubscribe and go get a life?
Well, I'm not subscribed, so that's not really an issue. But I already know that your tactic is going to be to say that pro-choice and pro-abortion are the exact same thing, when they most certainly aren't. But it's okay, I've already done a live debate and I've done a video on that very topic, so my stance is pretty clear.
You know, because I want nothing to do with people that believe in the mass murdering of children in the mother's womb across America. I'm not for it. And I refuse to have sympathy for people like Raging Atheist. And, you know, the debate was ended. He decided to take down all of his videos with me in it. And even though he started this whole thing, he said, well, my aspiration, Matt Powell, is that you'll meet me and debate me, and we'll see who the champion is.
Yes, because there is an attitude in the atheist and skeptic community of debate me, bro. Not everyone has it, and I'll admit that I have it from time to time, but that is a general feeling that we tend to have, especially when disgusting little troglodytes like you are telling people of the LGBTQ that they need to die. And while I recognize that you haven't brought up that issue in this video, it most certainly is an issue that is tangential to the problem, because abortion wasn't brought up at any point during this conversation, and you decided to shoehorn it in. As if Raging Atheist's stance on abortion somehow lends credibility to your side.
And so I decided to meet him after he put out several videos against me. I finally met him, and we had the discussion, and now he's taking down all of his material. It's going to be as if, he wants it to be as if he had never met me.
Yeah, and I can understand that. Believe me, I know people who have met you. There seems to be a bit of a consensus that wishing they had never done so is the norm.
And even some of the atheists had messaged me after the video was taken down, exposing them, and they said, well, see, you know, it's hidden now. Nobody can see what happened, so therefore we've beat you, Matt Powell.
If any atheist messaged that to you, then they're an idiot. Again, that entire conversation is up live on Nakasuchi's channel for anyone to see at any point. But I don't think any atheists actually messaged you in so many words what you just said. I'm fairly certain that you either have one of two options here. Either somebody messaged you something so idiotic that it would make me cringe, or you're lying. Then again, you're the same person that told me I was lying about you, but couldn't tell me which episode it was in on my channel, and said that you didn't watch my channel, even though, for you to even make that claim, you would have had to. The two L's at the end of Powell both stand for liar.
You know, that's the height of deception and dishonesty, and these people that will say that and say, well, it's hidden and nobody knows about it, so therefore we've won the battle.
Again, I'm fairly certain nobody has said that.
You know, that's dishonest. And in closing, folks, I want to wish you all a wonderful day, but if you want to get a good laugh, the video's been re-uploaded. They obviously can't take it down. There's nothing they can do about this because it's on a different platform, and it's in the description below if you feel like watching it.
Or instead, you could watch the original unedited video, which I will provide in the description. I'll also be providing the link to this video in the description, so if anybody wants to watch his dishonest editing, then you can do that there. But in all honesty, this is some of the lowest garbage that I've had to deal with so far, because it's really just interpersonal drama, and the standard trope of lying for Jesus being used to benefit interpersonal drama. This is coming from the same person that laughed at Nakasuchi when he mentioned that him and his daughter had received death threats from people allied with you. I'm not exactly certain how much of a heartless scumbag you have to be in order to be a Christian of your caliber, but what do I know? My grandfather was a true Scotsman, and he liked sugar on his porridge. In closing, folks, please do your due diligence and research. If you want to know the full context of what happened throughout this entire thing, the debate is live on Modern Day Debates channel, the aftermath is live on Nakasuchi's channel, and the edited horse crap of a video is live on whatever platform Matt Powell has chosen to throw it on. Instead of saying, oh no, go see my edited version of this if you want the truth, I will provide for you guys everything from multiple channels so that you guys can ascertain for yourselves what you want to take from this situation. And Matt, if you're watching this, or any of your cronies are watching this, I'm more than happy to come in confrontation with you, provided you have your debate with Aaron first. And if you want to make the claim that he's too scared to debate you, then you're going to need to provide evidence. Actual, substantiated evidence. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, even though this one was a little more of a mudslinging fest than I usually do. As always, everyone, insert end of video tagline here.